Hello everyone, my name is Lanso90 and welcome to Let's Play Dwarf Fortress, version 0.4. So I know I'm a tad bit late getting to this new version of Dwarf Fortress, and the reason for that is I was trying to wait for the Stone Sense application, or modification, whatever you want to call it, for this game to be released for 0.4. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon, perhaps not ever. They kind of released two bits of information at the same time. They released information that the 0.4 was coming out, and that the overlay was coming out like at the same time. And what it actually was the overlay was for the old version, and now the new version's out. And yeah, and I guess no one's updating the DF hack program, which is what the StoneSense runs off of. And I guess also the StoneSense overlay is pretty glitchy as it is on the old version, so I just have to give in and just play it the standard way, at least with the starter pack on, so that our we have a tile set instead of ASCII characters. But I guess it wasn't all for nothing, because there was like an additional update. You can see it's 0.40.06, and that is like a new version. It released at like 0.403. So at least we have a updated version, which is probably a good deal. I don't know what it exactly fixed, but yeah, we have that. So let's create a new world. I also don't know exactly what all has changed. That loading screen looks pretty different. I think there's a economy is planned now. Do a short history. I used to do very short all the time. I was getting annoyed because when people were making artifacts and stuff, they would just keep making artifacts of like the exact same thing over and over, which is pretty boring. Civilizations. The only thing I'm going to turn up is the mineral occurrence. I'm still a noob at this game, so I have the invaders turned off, and I have population capped at 100, because I'm still not great at this game. In particular, I still don't know how to run. I still don't know how to operate the military properly. I can only kinda sorta get it to halfway work, so. I'll wait for things to load, even though I have a supercomputer. This game is very simple, it still takes forever to load. That's the reason we don't want to do medium history, it'd take freaking forever. Come on, game. Hopefully there's a decent spot to settle on. I'm not going to do the thing I used to do for my other videos, where I just keep reloading the game until I found the perfect spot. Because it's just kind of a pain in the ass, and I think at this point I'm at least good enough that I should be able to handle some inferior terrain types to settle on. I do see some different icons, which is interesting. New tiles. Okay, let's start. Yeah, the loading bar is new, I think, and the tile set's using a different icon for the loading bar than the base game would. Coin information, that's probably the new stuff for the economy and things like that. Come on. It certainly has more to save than it used to, I can tell you that much. Alright, start playing. Our world is called Yakamo EU. Okay. Dwarf Fortress. So is this like we're picking when we start? What's it? Is it gonna go to here and then like stop or something? Okay, that's what it was doing. That's interesting. I don't know what exactly that was about. Okay, here's our world map. We've been over this a couple times, so I'm not going to go into as in-depth detail as I did in my other two games. And so it's starting our focus on this little island here, which has that new icon. Conifer Forest is what this icon is for. Alright, so let's try to find something good. I don't think there's anything new here. Okay, now it says Fluxstone Layer instead of just Fluxstone, but I imagine it's just the same thing. Have aquifers turned off, so we don't necessarily have to mess with that. We do want a river, and then ideally we have shallow metals and deep metals, and then we do the search. Mm-hmm. 100% sure exactly what's my bottom line is going to be for settling things. Because I used to just have those really steep parameters of what I want to start on, but it's no use fighting the game over it. It was always really hard to look for what I was trying to get, or to find what I was trying to get. Okay, so basically the entire map's lit up, so I don't know how much that exactly helps me. Like, it might be worthwhile changing a parameter or two. It's freaking everything's lit up right now. Yeah, that's a little bit too much. I guess we'll do deep clay and soil. Set that to no, even though it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, let's do the search now. They might have changed, like, how the game searches for terrain. I don't know. This looks like it, these settings definitely changed it up. Come on, game. Everything seems to be taking a little bit longer than it used to. So I'm wondering how slow that would take on a inferior computer. So we got something down here that looks like it might be okay. Except I'm sure it's taking different biomes into account. Stream. Stream what we're looking for? I think it is. Fluxstone, deep metals, shallow metals. Shallow metal, not metals. I'm not sure how important it is we have multiple metals or not. Warm, heavily forested, thick wilderness. I do kind of like this area, so I'm going to leave a note here while we look around for some other things. Add note, we'll just use the exclamation mark, I guess. That'll work. Okay. See what else we have laying around. Actually, I didn't check like the terrain elevation and stuff on that, but that's fine. Not really seeing a whole lot. That might be where we go. Oops, why do we have a... We're still on that menu. And all these trains are like hovering around like the mountains and stuff, so that makes me think that it's not actually quite as ideal as it should be. It's interesting that these are the forest now instead of the little tree icon. What does the tree icons mean now, though? I don't know. Some of them have them and some of them don't. Untamed wilds. We don't want anything to do with those. Yeah, I think we will just go with that starting spot I picked. Seems good enough. Alright. Okay, and let's tab through the layers here. Now there are towers in this list of neighbors, so don't know exactly what that means for us. Civilization, we want to come from one that's close by, if that's still how it works. Like this one's pretty close. Oh, this one's right on top of us. Probably makes sense for us to come from there. And I think we're ready to embark. Elevation. Some steep elevation, but like I said, I'm going to try to make things a little bit more difficult for me at least. And we're still gonna prepare for the journey carefully, I do believe. Change selection. They changed. No, 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 no. Dang it. They changed the key setup and I accidentally picked the starting thing instead of... Oh, the game's crashing or something. No, don't do this to me, game. Whatever. Can you guys still hear me and stuff? Oh, yes, you can. That's good. And to try to relaunch. Oh, okay. That's good. I didn't know that you guys would be able to keep hearing me there or anything. Oh, come on, game. I don't know if this game's ready to play yet. I thought by now everything would be updated. But we're having some issues here. Come on, game. Going to assume it's just taking a long time and hasn't necessarily crashed yet. Oh, did it load or is that just my imagination that it went up a little bit? I don't think it's loading. What's going on, Dwarf Fortress? What is going on with this game? Maybe I should delete the map. That's annoying. Let's try to run through this as quick as we can. That's annoying as hell. Not running Stone Sense, and I'm running the newest version. And I waited quite a long time before playing. There should not be any glitches anymore. I waited, what? It's like 4 years for this new one to come out? Maybe it was 2, I don't know. No, it was probably 2 years, but still. That's a lot of waiting. The game should be ready to go. So much waiting. Ugu's Maximo, the portentous land. Okay, we're almost there. Think of how long it would take to do freaking medium. It would take way too long. Okay. Seems fine to me. Seriously starting to wonder if even weaker machines than mine can even play this game. Taking quite a bit of time for my computer to do these calculations, even though it's freaking nearly top of the line. Come on, game. Still, I don't know exactly what this is about, still. Okay, let's try to find a location. Again. Watch there not be anything decent this time. That would suck. Still find it interesting that the dwarves... I mean, it makes sense. The dwarves are always in the mountains in this game, like your mountain homes and stuff. But it's like the worst place to build. They have bad temperature, they have bad terrain depth, they have bad all the things. It's not an easy place to start. Okay, browse results. Okay, let's this place is probably all too cold. No, not too bad. Really thirsted. We don't want Untamed Wilds, that's the thing. Untamed Wilds is a bit too much for me. Temperate Conifer Forest. I don't want calm surroundings, though. I want wilderness surroundings. I wish the search feature would search for those exact parameters up there. It'd be much easier. But instead it goes off these vague parameters that mean different things. I want tropical savanna. Well, it looks like I called it. Looks like there's not much going on for this Map. I don't want shrubland, I want forest. I want a brook though, brooks suck. Is this good? We're really close to some dwarven areas, but this might work. Let's tab through here. Super close to more dwarves. It's probably a good thing. They might be able to actually like defend us. Except we're not dealing with invaders, but yes, these guys, Staff of Islands. Seems fine to me. Yeah, I think this will do. Only warp. Okay, let's not mess up this time. H293 changes the selection now. There we go. Okay. It used to be the plus and minus key, but they changed it for some reason. This one uses arrow keys. They still, I think it's still weird that they haven't unified that. Okay, what are we gonna do? I think we're gonna do my traditional strategy of just one miner. No anvil either. None of this stuff. We can build it all very, very easily. Let's go back to the characters. So, a miner, a good one. He also needs to be able to build buildings, design buildings. I think it makes most sense for him to be able to do that, yeah. Oh, he also needs to be able to be a mechanic as well. Just enough so he can do it. And we need the woodcutter, carpenter, crafter. Then we need the mason. Stone crafter. And we need the farmer, who does nothing but farm. Then we need the hunter. Who can also do what he needs to do to be able to cook the food. Or not cook the food, but prepare the food. I feel like I'm skipping one up here. Crossbowman. Dodger. I don't know if I want to give him swimmer. That'll be good for now, I think. I'll go back to him if I forgot something. Whoops. This guy needs to be the person who takes care of all of the things. Cook. And brew. Also butcher, dissects. I think that's everything. I feel like I'm forgetting something on a couple of characters here. Oh, herbalist. It's not really something you have to absolutely have. This guy is our leader, so he's going to be our fisherman. who can also handle the fish. Then he's going to be record keeper, appraiser, leader. There's so many social things, and all of them help with negotiation, but can only give them so much. We'll also go ahead and give the guy the farmer that other skill we need him to be able to do, herbalist. He's not going to do that for very long, just at the start of the game before he can grow stuff. Okay, let's add. Ooh, garden vegetables is new. Dwarf ale. At 20, we'll take 20 of these off. Beer. That way they get their variety in. We're gonna need, oops, cheapest crossbow. Some bolts for it so we can get some initial meat in. You know, it'd be awesome as if we had cave spiders again. No, I don't see pets. They might be over on the other side, but I doubt it. They took those out like the last main update. Which really, really, really sucks. I loved having cave spiders. But let's get our cats and doges in. I guess we'll go with hunting dogs. Then I should get my rabbits down here. It doesn't look like there's as many pets as there used to be, which is interesting. I think there used to be more. Okay, now we got all that. Sorry. Some. Oops. Get plump helmet spawn up to like 40 because they're super, super important. Nimble cups are rather important as well. Whoa, our points don't seem to be as high as they used to be. Maybe it's just my imagination. We don't need rock nuts, they're dumb. Let's switch these thread, cloth, and bags and ropes out with the cave spider ones. Oops. Cave spider. The cloth, we need the thread. I'm just assuming they're still the cheaper ones. Okay. We'll get the thing with the food. That should cover all of that. Now we do have a bunch more points. Should check to see if there's anything new that I should get, like... I wonder if these would produce seeds. Rock nuts aren't seeds, so I don't know why they're listed there. Okay, let's get some of these. They seem like a decent idea to get these. That way, if they do produce seeds after we eat them. I also assume they might be important to our diets. Oops. Getting things I know have seeds in them. Bulbs. Are my points not going down? They don't seem like they're going down. It was my imagination. Oops, didn't want that. Okay, they are going down. I meant to get raspberries. I feel like after they eat these might produce seeds, and then that would be really awesome. The rest of this stuff I don't exactly recognize. All spinach leaves and bulbs make sense, but I guess we can give the garlic a try. I don't think they'll produce a seed though, even though it says bulbs. Guess we'll top ourselves off with just pump helmets, because you can never have too many of those. Alright, so that will do it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed, and have a good day.